In today's video, we will be comparing the HK11 Pro Max with the H16 Pro smartwatch. Both of them are really good Apple Watch alternatives. I hope this video will help you in deciding which one is the best option for you. But before starting, I would really appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button, because still 90% of the people who watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So subscribe to the channel to help me rebuild the community. Throughout the video, the HK11 Pro Max will be on the left side and the H16 Pro will be on the right side. To make it easy for you to remember this title bar will be here throughout the video. In the HK11 Pro Max box, you will get the smartwatch, the woven silicone straps, and if you are getting the global version, then you will also get trail loop, and in the end we have a wireless charger inside. While in the H16 Pro's box, you will get the smartwatch, silicone straps, and a wireless charger. The body of both of them takes the inspiration from the Apple Watch Series 10 or 11. Both of them come in glossy frame. If you do the case test, then the case does not fit the HK11 Pro Max, but it is perfectly compatible with the H16 Pro smartwatch, and you can use any Apple Watch accessory from the market on it. The fitting of straps is quite good on both of them, but the straps compatibility is better on the H16 Pro. As you might be noticing, the straps are coming out from the corners of the HK11 Pro Max because the shape is not exactly like the Apple Watch and the roundness of the corners is a bit different. So if you want to use a lot of Apple Watch accessories, then it is better to get the H16 Pro smartwatch. After that, we get an AMOLED display on the top, and when it comes to the colors and the smoothness, there is no doubt that the HK11 Pro Max is better. And if you talk about the transitions, then even though the H16 Pro has the basic transitions, but you can see that it still feels quite sluggish. On the other hand, the HK11 Pro Max has proper zoom in and zoom out transitions, but it still feels quite smooth. The bezel size seems to be similar on both of them, but since the H16 Pro is slightly bigger than the HK11 Pro Max, so it naturally leads to a bigger display. After that, both of them have the always on display option, and the always on displays can stay on for the whole day or until the battery runs out. HK11 Pro Max comes with 6 always on display styles, 3 pointer and 3 digital clock styles. On the other hand, the H16 Pro has 2 screen of clock styles, one with the number clock and one with the pointer clock. The normal screen time on the HK11 Pro Max is 30 seconds, but you can use the constant light settings option, using which the display can stay on for a maximum of 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes of inactivity, the display is going to turn off. On the other hand, the H16 Pro has the always on display option, by which the display can continue to stay on until the battery runs out. Talking about the gestures, we have the palm gesture on both of them. H16 Pro also has the tap to wake option, which works for 5 seconds when the display goes off, and both of them also have the raise to wake option. If you talk about the system UI, then both of them are quite good, but in my opinion, the HK11 takes the win because at first glance, anyone can literally think that you are using an Apple Watch if they see the HK11 on your hand. The overall UI is designed really well. H16 Pro has solid backgrounds, then you can see that it's quite sluggish. On the other hand, the HK11 is quite smooth. We get the notification center, then we have the control center. You can access the app history by double clicking the crown key, and after that we have the vertical cellular menu style, the one in the latest operating system. And even here you can see that the smoothness is next level in the HK11. Even the transitions on the H16 Pro do not match the Apple Watch. They're also a bit different in the HK11, but still looks quite good. And even if you talk about the icons, they are well designed in the HK11. So in the UI section, the HK11 actually takes the win, considering that it has a well designed UI and the display is also quite high quality to make anyone think that you are using the real Apple Watch. In the HK11 Pro Max, you get 8 built-in watch faces, and other than the 8 built-in watch faces, you can install 1 watch face from the gallery and 6 watch faces from the dial market. This is the global version. I guess in the Chinese version you can install 10 watch faces from the dial market. It also gets the built-in dial market inside it, but in order to use it you will have to use the network sharing option. It's not an offline market. So the maximum number of watch faces you can store in the HK11 Pro Max are 15 or 19. On the other hand, in the H16 Pro, we have only one built-in watch face. Other than that, you can install 19 watch faces of your choice from the dial market and one watch face from the gallery, which totals to 21 watch faces. Quality wise, I actually prefer the watch faces on the HK11 Pro Max. They also probably look better because it has a better display and the screen resolution is also better. But overall, in the H16 Pro, the watch faces has a lot to offer. In the HK11 Pro Max, there are only 2 watch faces which can change the color like the Apple Watch. Other than that, all of the watch faces do not come with any customization option. While in the H16 Pro, a lot of watch faces have the color customization option, and not just that, you can even change the clock style as well as the complications shown on the watch face, just like the Apple Watch. Another thing that I really like about the watch faces on the H16 Pro is that if you are using this watch face and you are using the always on display option in the screen time, then on this watch face when you use the palm gesture or move your wrist, the display won't go off. It will actually use the always on display or night mode version of this watch face, and it even changes colors depending on the color combination you are using. For example, I'm going to change colors to this one, and after that if I use the palm gesture, now you can see that it is using blue lining for the clock. Talking a bit about the watch application and the dial market, HK11 uses the Wayfit Pro application which contains a lot of ads and sometimes even full screen ads, which can be a really annoying experience for the user. Other than that, most of the watch faces, almost 90% of the watch faces in it are paid, and you'll either have to activate the membership to get access to them, or you will have to purchase each of the watch face for around 99 cents. If you scroll all the way down, we get the free dial section. The good thing is that it has been updated with the latest OS 26 watch faces, although they are not providing any customization option like the Apple Watch, but they do get the latest watch faces. Unfortunately, the application cannot connect with Apple Health or Strava. Then we also have the live camera option in it, and when it comes to the speed, it is at number 2. The best speed is in the DT Watch 11 Pro. On the other hand, the H16 Pro uses the Lever application, which is a lookalike of the Apple's watch application. All of the watch faces in its dial market are available for totally free. The collection is also good, but unfortunately it does not get the latest watchOS 26 watch faces, and in order to get the latest watch faces in the latest experience, you will have to get their latest model H16 Pro. It also gets the taking pictures option, and we have the real-time preview option here, but it doesn't always work perfectly for me, and it's quite slow compared to the HK11 Pro Max and DT Watch 11 Pro. It can connect with Apple Health but not Strava. Both smartwatches have the network sharing option. In the HK11 Pro Max, if you're using an iPhone, you can only share the mobile network connection and it cannot share Wi-Fi. So using the network sharing option, you can use AI Robot, App Market, Dial Market, Game Market, and Wayfit Translator, and you can install many more applications from App Market, including games. You can check out the full detailing of this feature in the full review linked in the description box below, and the applications are working quite well for me. On the other hand, if you talk about the H16 Pro, then it comes with only 3 smart applications, which include the DeepSeek, the stocks and translation application. But unfortunately, they've advertised that they are not supposed to work outside China, because of which even if you use them outside China, they'll still show the response in Chinese. And talking about local storage, the HK11 Pro Max is falsely advertised to have 1 GB or 2 GB of storage capacity. It is actually around 1 GB to 2 GB, which equals 125 to 250 megabytes. It can fit in 8 to 10 songs only. Then you can only store 6 pictures inside it. Just like this, you can also not record for longer on it. And in the end, it has the ebooks option. Since TXT files do not take a lot of storage, so you can store a lot of TXT files in it. On the other hand, the H16 Pro comes with 1 GB of storage capacity, but since both of the smartwatches can only transfer the data using Bluetooth and their smartphone applications, so the process is dead slow and it takes forever to transfer a song. Even for a 1 to 2 megabytes of song, it's going to take around 5 minutes. So just imagine how much time you will need if you are transferring your playlist of around 40 to 50 songs or 100 songs in the H16 Pro. But yeah, it can store a lot of songs inside it, and it can also store a lot of pictures inside it. I've added a lot of pictures in it. After that, it can also record for quite longer period of time, and it also gets the ebooks option. And once again, since the TXT files do not take a lot of storage, so you can add a lot of txt files in the smartwatch. If you have stored your favorite songs in both of them, then both of them also have the Bluetooth headset option, and you can connect your wireless earphones and listen to the songs stored on the smartwatch directly on them. For the health apps, pedometer and oximeter test, I would recommend you to watch the full review linked in the description box below, in which I performed detailed testing of the pedometer and the oximeter pre-workout as well as post-workout. Now let's compare some of the utility applications. First of all, we have the weather application here, and the values are quite similar on both of them. Both of them show a lot of details. You can also scroll down to check out the weather for the upcoming days. But if you compare the values with my iPhone, then the data is not too accurate. After that, you can add alarms in both of them. In the H16 Pro, it even has the option to use the songs you have imported as custom ringtones for the alarms, which is a quite good option. After that, we have timer. Let's set it for 2 seconds. When the timer ends on the H16 Pro, it vibrates for longer, while on the HK11, it just vibrates for a nanosecond. Then we have the calculator. The basic functionalities on both of them work quite well, but the H16 Pro is the only smartwatch in which the percentage option is also working perfectly fine. Even if I want to multiply it with a value, for example, I'm gonna go with 15%, it will show correct answer. And even if I wanna add a specific percentage into the original number, it will still show correct values, as you can see here. On the other hand, in the HK11, if I multiply it with percentage value, then it shows correct answer. But if I want to add a specific number of percentage in the original number, then it will show incorrect answer. Talking about stopwatch, both of them have different interfaces in the stopwatch. In the H16 Pro, you cannot go back while the stopwatch is running. You'll have to stop it first, then you can go back. While in the HK11, even if you accidentally go back, it will reset the stopwatch to 0. If you go to the widgets page, then here we have the stopwatch. It can run here and it will continue to run even when the display goes off. So I'm gonna go back to the widgets page, and here you can see that the stopwatch is still working. Both of them have the calendar option, but both of them cannot allow you to add reminders and events in it. In the end, talking about battery, the HK11 is advertised to come with a battery capacity of 260 mAh, while the H16 Pro gets a 300 mAh of battery capacity. I've been working on this video for about an hour now, in which the HK11 has lost 7% of the battery, while the H16 Pro has lost 4% of the battery. So when you are using the HK11, the battery might not be so good. But if you talk about the always on display, I charged both of them 200% last night, and after about 15 to 16 hours, the HK11 went down to 93% from 100%, while the H16 Pro went down to 59% from 100%. Normally, the HK11 can give you around 2 days of battery life with the always on display, but on the H16 Pro, if you're using the always on display option, then most of the time it's going to shut down after 1.5 days. So guys, that's all from today's video. So which one would you choose? In my opinion, if you are in for the Apple Watch aesthetics, then no doubt HK11 looks like a better smartwatch. You even get the latest watchOS 26 watch faces. The overall UI is designed really well. On the other hand, if you want to use the always on display option, you really like the watch faces customization option, and you want a better battery life and more storage capacity, then the H16 Pro is actually a better smartwatch. Another plus point is that you can use the Apple Watch accessories on the H16 Pro and they fit really well on it. So if you would like to purchase either of them, you can use the link given in the description box below, and I would really appreciate if you can use those links while purchasing. Also, if the video helped you out, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I will see you in the next one.